انتي تقاملنا مشيلكم خمسة مشترى خمنا دحانينا لنا أجرينا نبل مسكرنا جن من انتاني ريلنا ما كن صوّع تدلنا نتعافى أسئلة زلنا بجاختكم نزل مشيت دي متيخم أتقبلكم نازلهم شاشنكم قدفنا أخم وحناتو كن راح خفت لازخنا عندنا.
Okay, thank you for being here, everyone. We lost today, but that doesn't mean we're giving up. Like, SARON's not giving up, and she's not gonna let you give up. So, like, what she promised is still in our future. The right to free transit, the right to affordable housing, the right to mental health initiatives, the right to employment outside downtown. It's still coming. Like, next week, SARON has a meeting with Professor Greg Albo. He's a part of Free Transit Toronto, and we can find out some more things that we can do. And anyway, so there's more things coming up. This isn't over.
I also wanted to say a couple of things. I do have a message for John Tory that I'm going to be providing when we live stream it. And also, I have to say, this is a big success. You know, even though we see John Tory on television, obviously, you know, like we see that. But this campaign was a big success, and you put me in the top 4. There were 35 candidates that ran for mayor in this election. And you put me in the top 4, which I think is incredible. I think that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be a top mayoral candidate, and so I couldn't have. It was you that did it. Like, yes, absolutely. Your campaigning and canvassing made sure that that we will go down as I was saying, the undisputed progressive champions of the 2018 Toronto mayoral election. So I can't thank you enough for that. And like I said, this is a huge success. Really happy. Okay, and it looks like we're live streaming. So je vais faire les commentaires en français aussi parce que comme pendant toute la campagne, j'ai commencé chaque débat les 2 langues officielles. J'aimerais qu'on peut lutter pour une ville qui est vraiment bilingue, pour avoir les services en les 2 langues officielles, pour célébrer les 2 langues officielles. Et je suis ici pour les 50 000 francophones que nous avons ici à Toronto. My message for John Tory tonight, in good sportsmanship, Mayor Tory has seen all of the work that this community has done, and so on behalf of this community and our organizing efforts, it is fitting that we, like any good sportsman would do, that we acknowledge and we congratulate John Tory on his election. He is the mayor of the city of Toronto, and we're prepared to work. And I do believe it's possible to have a movement that is, you know, socially conscious and driven by social justice, but at the same time able to have, you know, the eyes and ears of City Hall. And so it's important that our sitting mayor learn and see that our community is very strong. We have galvanized our base. We're only growing by the day, and we will absolutely be full participants in the affairs at City Hall and in municipal affairs, and we will, you know, be prepared to engage with our sitting mayor during this year.
Hold his feet to the fire.
Yes, absolutely, and hold Mayor Tory accountable. We will hold Mayor Tory accountable, and congratulations is owed to all of the 35 other mayoral candidates that ran in this election.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, Ambassa Saul.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Merhaba, everyone. Hi. I've been working with SARON in his campaign. I'm a great friend of hers in Winters and also the business. It's been a long journey, a long campaign, 6 months to be exact, you know, starting from May and going into May. And I want to say that it's been such a great experience getting a chance to work with SARON, Gebreselassie, Winta, who is coming in a bit. And I really just loved that. I loved that experience. And sometimes we never really saw eye to eye on every single detail, everything, every speech, every policy. But we found ways to communicate and agreed to disagree, and found ways to build off of that, right, going forward. So I want to thank them. Yes, give them a round of applause. Yes, I want to thank also the community for also being there every step of the way. Every single venue we went to, the community was there. Every single debate we went to, the community was there supporting. You know, 7 debates, 8 debates in, non-stop, every time. It was amazing. I love it. And I will work with SARON, will work with the company. I am partnered with SARON PC, SLPC Law. I do marketing. I did a lot of marketing for the campaign. I also do a lot of investments for the campaign and for their personal assets as well. And I just want to congratulate everyone and enjoy the night. Thank you.
Roll it. No, that's it. Yes.
تحندمسكم خبرات أبوتات عديتات أخوات ولود تحندمسكم وإግዚአብሔር ይመስገን ከውሉድና ከምዚ ዝኣመሰለ ጸጋን በረኸትን ምርካብና ዓብ ጸጋ እዩ ጽቡቕ ሽም ካብ ብዙሕ ሃብቲ ይሕረ ሞጎስ ካብ ወርቅን ብሩርን ይበልጽ እታ ብንእሽተኻ ድዕቤትካ ምስ ዓብኻ ኣይተሓድገካን ድማ ናይ ወለዳ ፍቕርን ስነ ስርዓትን መጀመርታ ጥበብ ፍርሃት እግዚኣብሔር ገይሮም ኣብ ዓዲ ስደት ስለ ዘዕበይዋ ሳሮን ድማ በዚ ትምህርቲ እዚ ብናይ ሕጊ ተማሂራ ተመሪቓ ኣብ ስራሕ መጋባእያ ተዓዊታ እዚ ኩሉ ጸጋ 6 ዓይነት ቃላት ትምህርቲ ቋንቋ ተማሂራ እዚ ዓብይ ጸጋ ክትህብ ዝኸኣለት ሳሮን ኣብነታዊትን መጀመርታ ልዕሊውን እትበጽሖ ነገር ስለ ዘለዋ ንዓና ዓብይ ክብርን ዓብይ ሽመትን ይህባና እሞ ዕድመን ጥዕናን ምስ ወለዳ ሓሳብ ልባ ፈጺሙ ንሃገራን ንሕዋታን ንህዝባን አገልጋሊት ክትከውን እግዚአብሔር ዕድመን ጥዕናን ይሃባ እቶም
I would also like to point out that as I'm told, whispering in my ear, that we have people all around the world who are watching tonight, and that shows us that we really are part of a global community, that this has really resonated with people around the world, not only in, again, Toronto, but across the United States, in European cities. I can list some of the cities where that are the most popular. So in no particular order at all, and please don't mind if I miss your city, but this campaign has been followed in Toronto, New York, Ottawa, California, Nairobi, Asmara, Addis Ababa, Johannesburg, Berlin, Stockholm, which had a great party, I think a couple of days ago after the last debate. In Kampala,
Germany.
In Germany, Gratulation Deutschland, ich liebe dich. Sweden, in Paris, in Melbourne, Kenya,
Israel, they send you.
and in also in Houston, in Washington D.C.
Yes.
In Quebec City, Vancouver, Burnaby, Saskatoon, in Manitoba, where also we received formal congratulations from the sitting Member of Parliament, Nikki Ashton, who was one of the first people to call and provide congratulations to our campaign. In Amsterdam, they just keep coming. So Amsterdam, in Fikret Haile in Amsterdam, in also in Montreal, and in Seattle, Portland, Oregon. In there's just so many cities. I'm like I can't even remember all of it. Sorry.
The whole world cares about you.
Yeah. I really want to thank the people in all of these cities who took the time out of their busy lives to do video footage and to create social media clips, and the world saw that, you know, what was happening in Toronto was really significant, even when, you know, mainstream media networks in Toronto weren't really able to tap into this. The world made sure that, you know, we were seen, and that's why we've been able to generate tens of thousands of people all across the world who share our value system, who believe in the same values that we believe in, who believe in social justice and in representation and equality and all of those values that we hold so dear. In terms of Canadian sort of diplomats and members of parliament, we have been endorsed by a number of sitting current members of parliament as well as past members of parliament. So Mike Sullivan, who's our past member of parliament in York South-Weston, sends his endorsement. Rima Burns, who's a sitting member of provincial parliament in East York, sends her endorsement. Of course, our own sitting member of provincial parliament, Faisal Hassan, who's been a very, big supporter of this campaign. So thank you, Faisal. As well as diplomats and progressive consulates. So the Consul General for the Republic of Haiti to the City of Toronto, Dr. Eric Pierre. As well as, of course, our own Consul General for the state of Eritrea, Ahmed Iman, who sent we have so many faith leaders from across the City of Toronto, from different faith backgrounds. Of course, our faith leaders from our community, from the Eritrean Orthodox Church. Thank you so much for your continued support. And then also faith leaders from other religious communities as well, from the Muslim community and the Jewish community, and as well St. Simon's Anglican Church, which has also been a big supporter and which has a long history with our family in terms of sponsoring our family from leaving a conflict zone to settle in Toronto. So thank you, St. Simon's Anglican Church. St. Mary's, yes, a big thank you. The St. Mary's Ethiopian Orthodox Church, I will be there this coming Sunday. Incredible thank you for their support. St. Mary's is such an important institution, cultural institution, faith institution in Canada, and so we can't thank St. Mary's enough for supporting this campaign. There is also a number of cultural producers, those who are prominent in arts and culture, that have gotten behind this campaign, including artists like Shad, who's been a big supporter, and other cultural producers, Ian Kamau, and so many, too many to name. There's really a movement that has formed in our city, and so we've seen so many influential Canadians, city influencers who dared to put their name behind this campaign. It's not easy to put your name behind an underdog, and so I really, I think it shows that those members of parliament and members of provincial parliament who did so are ahead of the curve, and I think that's a very important sign for our community, so thank you. We also want to express our solidarity and thank yous with the Somali community. Yes, the Somali community. the Somali community really mobilized and extended so much support, made sure that we had a platform and an opportunity to speak directly to the Somali community in the city of Toronto. And so I can't thank you enough for all of your support through this campaign.